Are we going to see a big dump in the Bitcoin price in the coming days ahead? Is Bitcoin fully gonna retrace this move that we have seen just now to the upside, a breakout from this falling wedge formation? Guys, that will be the topic of today's video. I will bring you some examples and we will have a look at derivatives exchange data as well, because the signals are actually quite clear. So with that being said, let's jump straight into it, guys. Bitcoin broke out from the falling wedge formation right here, broke above the 4-hour EMA ribbon a little bit early in terms of the 60-day cycle. We were on day 53, so that's actually quite early, but it is not completely out of the books, because sometimes we do see that early cycle low. The thing right here, guys, is a bit like Bitcoin is forming this double top in the shorter term time frame, comes back to the 4-hour EMA ribbon, bounces off from that. So that is very important to note. We are still trading above the 4-hour EMA ribbon, right? This level is still acting as support, but there is a very big but right here. And that is when we have a look at the signs over on WhaleAlerts.com, we can basically see that the funding rates are coming up. The funding rates are trending up, even right now actually being quite positive, which is not so good. Then when we have a look at the premium index and we look at the bars, we can see that we already have some periods of positive premium index. That also ain't the best. If we go to the 1-hour time frame, let's see how it looks there. We can see that the premium index is trending up. Well, normally you actually want to see this trending down. Then we can see the take buy sell ratio is still above the green line, so that is actually quite okay. The open interest is actually quite high still. So these are just some interesting signals. But let's have a look at them in the with the Bitcoin price, right? Because we just have this update over on World Portal. You can analyze all these metrics directly with the Bitcoin price, which is very important. But here you can already see that. Let me make it on a 1-hour time frame again. Here you can already see right here. So for example, the price of Bitcoin is going up, right? With the premium index trending up, which means that basically the more negative this is, the more the move is being led by the spot market, which is healthy. And the more positive this becomes, the more the move is being led by the futures market. So we can see already right here, this one was trending up yesterday. And yeah, the price eventually comes down. So right now we're still seeing a little bit this trending up. So it just it's not looking too bullish in the shorter term time frame. The funding rates are coming up. So these are just some things you want to take into consideration, right? If we do lose that 4-hour EMA ribbon, because we do have to say that we are still trading above that 4-hour EMA ribbon. If we do lose that 4-hour EMA ribbon, we most likely go back to these lows, maybe a little bit lower, and make that 60-day cycle low in a better timing band. And it is not like we haven't seen something like this in the past. So if we have a look at this, for example, maybe it's even better to go to an 8-hour time frame, because we draw the relative strength index there. Then we can see right here as well, we have kind of a consolidation, declining consolidation with Bitcoin, and it's also some form of a falling wedge formation. We didn't really got a breakout, a very clear breakout to the upside early on, right? That breakout happened here, but we do see a break in the relative strength index right here. We do see a break above the 4-hour EMA ribbon right here. The ribbon even turns, right? And then once the price comes down, it falls back below the EMA ribbon. It goes back below the relative strength index, and eventually still creates that low. And this was also a big divergence, because we had a low right here, lower low, another lower low, while in the relative strength index we were forming higher lows on the 8-hour time frame. So this was also basically a bullish divergence, kind of similar situation that we are seeing right here. So it is possible. It's not that weird for Bitcoin to get a retrace from this move and do something like this, where we retrace, maybe even dip below these levels, and eventually from there make a nice run up to the upside. Also, in terms of the Fibonacci retracement tool levels, we did retrace to the 38.20%, but yeah, we could definitely see a dip to the 50%, because if we have a look at previous times in this range, we can see that we actually corrected to the 50% Fibonacci level. So that is just something important to note. I'm not that optimistic in terms of derivatives exchange data, and in terms of price action, we see quite some retrace already right here, but the 4-hour EMA ribbon is our last hope. And if we can hold that level, we might remain in this uptrend. If we break below that, we might replicate something like we did in previous times as well with Bitcoin right here. Going back to these lows, maybe surpass it, maybe visit the 50% Fibonacci level before we can get that buying power to go back up. Then guys, we have a free Telegram channel down below in the description. Make sure to join that, because new posts on YouTube and some important information I will share on that Telegram. It's also nice that you're always aware of that in the next bull market, when to take profits, that you get these notifications about the videos. So make sure to join that free Telegram. If you want alerts a little bit more focused on trading, when to trade, which altcoins to buy, you can join WhaleAlerts, of course. For WhaleAlerts, there's one precondition: you need to join one of these exchanges down below in the description. But what is happening today later is the CPI data will be announced, and CPI is basically inflation data, and the expected core CPI is 0.2 and the expected CPI is 3.3. So most likely we are going to see some volatility around this announcement, and if the announcement is lower than the expected, then it's most likely bullish, because it will trigger a positive sentiment. And if the CPI data is higher than expected, it's actually quite bearish. So be careful, guys, that we have some volatility today. You can also, if you want to be safe, depending on your risk management, you can also wait with trading till after the announcement, of course. Guys, that was it for today's video. I hope you all enjoyed it. If so, make sure to leave a thumbs up, guys. Very much appreciated. If you want to stay connected with me during this bull market, make sure to subscribe down below. Hit the bell icon so you get notified whenever we upload a new video. I want to wish every single one of you a beautiful day today, and I hope to see every single one of you in the next video.